How to choose a good side job. In recent years, many people have started side jobs as trends like blog or YouTube have emerged as ways to make money. Having additional income besides your main job can make your life more stable, so if you do it well, it can be a good thing. So, for those who are considering starting a side job, what should you start with? Here are some criteria that can help you make that decision. Is the job productive? If you define a job that grows when you invest labor as productive labor, and a job that does not grow as consumptive labor, you can make a more efficient judgment before starting any work. The reason we work for a company is to gain work experience and receive a higher salary. So it falls under productive labor, while receiving money as a simple agent falls under consumptive labor. Therefore, even if you put in the same time and effort, the value of the two labors is very different, and as time accumulates, the difference becomes wider. That's why one reason people quit their jobs is because they instinctively dislike consumptive labor, in addition to not feeling a sense of achievement. Is there scalability? The commonality among successful side jobbers is not the success of the side job itself, but the opportunity for growth through progressive experience. For example, the success strategy of starting with a blog, but ending up teaching or starting a YouTube channel and getting more recognition as you become famous is a phenomenon that can often be seen. So, whether your current job has the potential to open up possibilities in another area later on is an important factor in your judgment criteria. Is it a growing industry? In any side business, it's important to consider whether it's in a growing field, as to make significant profits, you need to win against competitors. In a limited market with intense competition, the chances of success are lower in industries that are in decline, and even if you succeed by chance, there's a possibility that the industry itself may not be sustained. To achieve significant results with minimal effort, it's best to choose work in areas that are still relatively unknown. But this also means that you'll need to invest a lot of time and effort in the beginning due to the lack of information available. Of course, an industry that's been around for a long time doesn't necessarily mean it's a red ocean, and if you have your own strengths, you can still succeed as a latecomer, so I recommend starting if you're confident. Do you enjoy it when you're working? If a side business is also tiring and stressful in addition to your main job, it won't be sustainable, or it may even have a negative impact on your main job. Therefore, it's best to choose a side business that you enjoy, like a hobby. In my case, I've always enjoyed writing, so I started with a blog. And I've been consistently posting because I expect that my writing can help someone, and I also learn a lot from writing. In the case of a blog, it's better to write posts that will be helpful to someone else rather than just what you want to write about. So I recommend it for people who have the aptitude for it. Conclusion. If you check whether the conditions I mentioned earlier apply to your case, you'll probably find the answer. Of course, just because the conditions don't apply doesn't mean that you'll fail, so consider it as a reference. If you're doing a side business, it's best not to let your colleagues at your main company know about it. There are various reasons for this, but since there are no secrets in a company, your employer may misunderstand that you're neglecting your main job because you're doing something else. In an aging society, I think it's essential to prepare for the second half of your life, like a side business. Except for a small number of people who are confident in their success with their main job alone. I hope everyone can find a good side business that utilizes their own strengths.